Hi there, awesome lady. Jan Copeland here, and I wanted to make a short video to help you with your branding through a free website called Canva. Now, I know that many of you, let me put this up here so it's better. Okay, so how does that look? I'm unstoppable. I want you to see that. Okay, so I'm going to give you a short tutorial on Canva. It's canva.com. Canva, you'll see. Okay, here we go. In fact, I'm actually going to bring you down here so that I can work better. So let's go over here to Canva. Canva.com. Here we go. Let's see. Canva.com. Okay. So basically, you create a Canva account and you go in and you get a bunch of, you don't have it, but if you go to all your designs, then everything that I've made is in here. Okay. So when you want to go create a design, let's say you want to create a logo. Okay. You go to create a design, and to be honest, I just do everything, not everything, but a lot of things as a Facebook post. Let me see if you could actually do a logo. Okay, so you go in, you do a logo. Okay. So again, let me just make sure you saw how I did that. You say create a design and then write logo. It'll pop up. Boom, there you go. Okay. So then you hit text. You see over here where I am? Over here where my cursor is. They have photos available. So if you wanted a photo, let's say you want to help millennials, and you want to do a post about millennials or dogs or something. Let's just say dogs. So you hit dogs in there and look, all these pictures of dogs come up, many of which are free. And I'll show you how to do that later. And then elements would be like a box to put something in, or like I used this megaphone for a presentation that I was doing. You just simply click on it. So let's say you wanted to put this in, it's free. Click on it and it suddenly appears over here. But anyway, what we're doing now is making your logo. So let's just say you don't feel very creative in terms of you're not an artist, you're not a graphic designer, right? But you want a logo because you really, ladies, want to put yourself out there first and foremost as opposed to your brokerage, okay? Now, I will caveat this by saying that in every state, there are laws and stipulations within which will tell you how large your logo can be in relation to or in comparison to your broker's logo. In Virginia, they could be the same size, for example, because I live here. But in Pennsylvania and all these other states, there's just rules that I couldn't possibly know, right? So you want to check with your state association. Do not check with your broker because your broker will say that you have to keep it small, or maybe they'll talk you out of having a logo, but you need a logo, okay? So check with your state association on how big it can be in relation to your broker's logo. But so what I'm hitting on is text, and then add a heading. So it'll automatically bring up in Abrial fat face font. So just write your name, Susie Smith. Okay, Susie Smith. So let's say you don't like that font particularly. So you see where my cursor is here? If you click that, then all these other fonts will come up. So you can literally say, do I like that? Do I like that? Do I like that? Or do I like that? Okay, so you just keep just playing around until you find a font that you like. keeping it simple. You can actually buy a font and upload it into here, which is what I did, but just trying to keep this very simple. Let's say you like, let's see, trying to find one. Let's say you like that. Well, I wouldn't say that's good because it's so light. Like it's so, Athena, where is it? Athena. Okay, let's say we like that. Okay, guess what? If you want to make it a little bigger, see this? Just drag it and it makes it bigger. Is that cool? Look at that. Boom. There you go. There's your logo, right? And let's say you wanted to have the letters be further apart, closer together, right? And let's say you didn't want as much space in between here. So you go like this and it closes it up. All right, so let's say you want it left justified. Great. Whoops. There's the left justified, centered, right justified. Okay, so you want to move it up. Let's just say all you do is you drag it. I'm pressing the cursor down and I'm dragging it. And let's say you want to have a picture over here. Let's say, and I wouldn't recommend a key because everybody does a key. If you're in the mountains, you could have a picture of mountains. If you're serving a metropolitan city, maybe you could have a photo of cartoon high rises. I don't know if they'll know what that is. All right, so none of these will really do the trick, but what else could we do? Let's see what I've uploaded. So if you have a particular image, you can actually upload an image and then it sits here. So let's see. Gosh, I don't know what to do. Here's my logo, right? It's just my name and real estate coaching for women, right? So the J is what I use by itself, right? Maybe you've seen that, okay? So you could do that too, having the first letter be a little different. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But I'm also going to show you how to add words. So, and we'll keep that there as inspiration, okay? Not that that's perfect because I mean, I'm not a graphic artist. I just want to try to familiarize you, help you get familiarized with Canva. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the S, right? Because and up here, let's say we want to make it a little smaller. We can do that either by going like this. See how that, when I do that, those numbers decrease? Okay. Or you can just go ahead and write 55. Boom, it makes it a little smaller, okay? So we're gonna move this over a little bit and we're going to, and because I deal with women, I wanted that maroon / pink kind of color, okay? So you might want black, which is what it is, or if you want to change the color, you hit the A and maybe you want navy. Maybe you want light blue. Maybe you want pink. Let's use that pink, it's kind of pretty. So now, similar to how in mine we have the first letter kind of different and standing out, we go back to text and we do add a heading, and the first letter of this person's name, this fictitious person, is S. And so we want to see how mine is like a lowercase, but let's just say that we want to have kind of a script font. So maybe we want that, and I'm going to make it really big. And let's use that same pink color. So maybe, whoops, just click on it and then move it. That kind of doesn't even look like an S, does it? Let's see, would that look like an S? What would that look like? Oh, that's kind of neat. Susie Smith. Let's do 140, make it a little bigger. So let's say you like that. That's the, that your name is Susie Smith and you like that S and you like the color pink. And so you're like, yeah, I like it. Here, this says unsaved changes. So we're going to go ahead and hit File, Save. So you can just continue working, right? So now let's say your tagline is your go-to, let's see, that'd be too long. Experience matters. Let's say you've been an agent for a while and you want to say experience matters. Experience matters. And that's a little big, so we just go like that, make it a little smaller. And then we get out of it and re-click to move it. And we still want it a little smaller. And we want it in that same pink color, or maybe we want it in a little shade darker. And let's say we weren't quite happy with that color. And we click the plus. Do you see this plus? And then we can just mess around and play with it and just keep, you know, deciding on a color. Okay, so let's just say, and see this? This becomes the color that you can, you know, document, write down so that you can know what that color is. Okay? Learning all kinds of cool stuff right now, are we not? So, in fact, I want to write that down so that I can show you what to do. F4C, and then this color is FF447B. Okay, so far this logo are those two colors. So experience matters. We're going to just kind of tuck it up in here, and it needs to be smaller. So let's just say 19. And then for spacing, I want to make it a little more spread out. And it needs to go up a little bit. Maybe right justified. Maybe down a bit so it doesn't get in the way of Susie. What do you think? It's kind of cute. So we could also say something like, I am Chicago, or I am Seattle. I'm just trying to play with it. Like if you want to say, one of my taglines when I had a team was "We Are Winchester," and it really became our hashtag, and it became really well known because we were Winchester. So anyway, so there's your logo. There it is. So you hit File, Save, and then here's the name of the file. So you could say my logo. That's what it's called. And then you want to download. And I pay, I think it's $9.95 a month to be able to get transparent background. Transparent background means that I can put this anywhere and it won't show up with this white background. So I'm going to go ahead and download this, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about when I say transparent background. Okay? So now I have my logo PNG. So now what I'm going to show this to you. It's right there. Susie Smith, I am Seattle. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I want to add it to my uploads. So I'm going to hit upload, upload an image, and I'm going to type my logo. And there it is. So I'm going to hit open, and it's going to come right here. So let's say I want to work on a post. I'm going to go home, like a Facebook post. I'm going to create a design, and I'm going to create a Facebook post. So I am going to go to uploads, and there it is. And I'm going to simply, all I did was click on it, and suddenly it appears there. Okay. So I'm going to put that like here. And I'm going to go ahead and figure out what I want to be in the background. So I'm going to hit background, and I could make the background pink, in which case it goes away, so that's no good. I could do black. Look how cool that would be as a Facebook post. And again, I can make this bigger and move it all around. Would that be a cool Facebook post? I think so. Or blue. Isn't that pretty if you're at the beach? Wouldn't that be pretty? And again, you just play around. Okay, so I'm going to copy this down here, and I'm going to go ahead and instead of using the blue, I'm going to click on background, and then I'm going to hit photos. And they have what's trending. Look at this. These are trending. And let's see. Let's see. It's free, so I'm going to hit that. And you're like, uh-oh, you covered my logo. But this is a Facebook post. And let's say you wanted to talk about coffee or something. I don't know. So now this is taking up the entire Facebook post area. So I can click filter and make it black and white so that my, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So that my logo can come through. So you hit position, and then that's not right. Yeah, okay, then you hit backward. And look at that. And now it came forward, and you can, Susie Smith, I am Seattle. And you can make it a little bigger. You can bring it down here. Isn't that cool? And as an element, you can put a box in there, and you can make the box, let's say that blue color that you like. Just move the box. See what I'm doing? Just play. Just play. Just play. Just play. And again, position. And there's your Facebook post. You can do that. You can do that. Guess what? When you have it on the blue box, you can make it, you can click on this for transparency. You can make it a little see-through if you'd like. And then move this up. Whoops, what did I do? What did I do? If you mess up, there, you got it back. See? I hope you've enjoyed this very brief tutorial on how you can make a logo for yourself. And I actually want to show you one more thing. Since we know what this font is, actually, if you did know what that font is, because I don't remember. Here, let me see. Okay, so then for this, you would simply hit publish to Facebook, and connect your Facebook, which I didn't do. Or you can just download it and hit download, but just do one at a time, whichever one you like better. If you want that one, hit that. Yeah, but I like this one better. So I would hit page 2, done, download, and then I can just, it'll come up over here, and then I can just upload that to Facebook as a design. But now what I want to do is I actually want to go back home, and I want to go to all my designs, and I want to go here. Oh, good. I'm so excited. Because where I made the logo, I can click on the big S and I can see that it's hummingbird. So look what I do. I can hit copy page, and I can click on this and get rid of it. I can click on this and get rid of it. And now, you know how I told you that sometimes I just use the J? Let me show you how I just use the J for my, sometimes I just put the J at the bottom of my posts. You may have seen that. So now if you just save this as a file, then you can put this on your posts. So it's still consistent and it's your logo, but it's just, just the S and not the whole thing. Not the whole thing. All right. So I want to go home and I want to show you one more thing. So you see here, when you log in, it says brand kit. Boom, brand kit. So I have a brand, Vibe Realty, which is a real estate team that I'm starting here in Richmond. But anyway, that's hilarious. It's Copeland. Okay. So you can come in here and you can create a brand kit by adding logos and colors. Okay. And that way, so if you click on that, it tells you what the what that color is. Okay, so that if I want to have that color consistent in my Facebook posts, my Instagram posts, whatever, then I know what the color code is. Then that's black, and that's white, and what that code is, and what that color code is. See, and that's another brand color of mine. Okay. So I wanted to share this with you, that you can do, create your own brand kit and just hit add new palette, title it, my logo, and then you can just add the colors. Okay. So remember how I had written down for the one for Susie Smith would be pound, B for 1, F for C, and boom, there it is. Remember? And then the other one was FF447B, and there was that other color. Is this amazing? I really hope that you've enjoyed this, because you deserve your own logo, even if it's just your name alone or your name with a little tagline. All right. So for more tips and tricks, go to CoachJanCopeland.com and visit me on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/CoachJanCopeland, and also in my group called She's an Unstoppable Agent, which is facebook.com/groups/She's an Unstoppable Agent. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.